Good morning, everyone. I was just going to open my window. Not a good idea. I'm testing out the suction cup mount. So I just loaded here at Klesnikoff, north of Calgary. Which way should I go? I think Nelson would be better. Full load. Nelson might be just slightly faster.
Continue on Highway 3A.
It is warm out. So I'm headed to Lacombe, Alberta, north of Calgary. So that means I've got to cross Kootenay Pass, take Highway 3 all the way to Highway 2, and then head north through Calgary. It's a bit north of Calgary. And according to my GPS, I'm not going to make it today.
Continue on Highway 3A.
My GPS says I'm about 45 minutes short. We'll see. I have it set up for a full load in the mountains, and a lot of this run is in the prairie, so I might make up enough time, but I'll lose time on Kootenay Pass too, so who knows. New gloves on, so I got all this red fuzz on me. I just kind of put the camera up on the window, guessed the angle of it. I don't know exactly what I'm shooting with the suction cup camera, so it might just be a couple of clips in here and there. I'm going to just test the shakiness of it, stuff like that, and we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I'm totally speeding now. Still 80 here, right. Stick to 80. Yeah, I've said this before. I never speed on purpose, but I speed accidentally way too often. So that's something I have to work on continuously improving. The thing is, when you're the slowest vehicle on the highway, it's hard not to go the same speed as the other traffic. When there's nobody in front of you, you're just trying to get going as fast as possible because you're heavy. It takes a long time to get to the speed limit, and then all it's like, oh, I got to the speed limit and passed it already. Slow her down. And then you get dips like this where you gain a lot of speed. If they catch you off guard, you'll gain speed there. So it's actually quite a bit of work not speeding in a big rig. Yeah, I thought they were bringing the truck in last weekend for safety, but it might have just been for that bumper that came loose at couple of weeks ago. They just replaced it with a big bolt and nut. Maybe they got the proper pin and just replaced that because they didn't do any of the safety stuff. So I'll have to ask my boss when the truck's getting safetied. I know BC has extended the deadlines for safety, but other states and provinces have not. So it does need to get safetied here by the end of the month if we're going to be running out of province, out of state, unless they have laws that allow us to delay safety there too. I don't know. And they've covered the school zone signs. Cool. That'd be handy if they always did that. Every town, when school is out, cover the school signs. So we know when we have to go 50 through a school zone. I was hoping it'd be green by the time I got here. Yeah, just as I come to almost a stop. Didn't time that out well. So I've basically got a load of, I think it's all 2x8, maybe it's 2x10. I think it's 2x8. It's all 2x8. Cruise control on. It's all rough green lumber 2x8. Not super heavy. Heavy, but not super. Not right to the max. Although once you're this heavy, it doesn't make a huge difference going over the mountains. You're still going to be going 24 kilometers an hour climbing the hills. Hungry. I had breakfast. Cranbrook, 259 kilometers. Via which route though? If I went to Nelson and took the ferry, that'd definitely be a longer route than I'm gonna go south through Salmo and then over Kootenay Pass. Because Kootenay Pass is definitely faster than the ferry. Down there. It looks like it's almost top to the top. like an inch from the overflow. And then there's another dam up here. There's a lot of dams down this river. There's at least 4 dams in this little area here, maybe more. This one is right to the top overflow as well, like right maxed out. So both dams are holding back as much water as they can. Takers, thinking about it. Yep, they're going for it. Car's going for it. Yeah, it's a beautiful drive from Castlegar to Nelson on 3A. the little waterfalls on the side of the cliff faces. Love seeing the old highway loop around. It's like those little dips, and then out over here you can see the old highway was a lot more wavy. I guess both work. Also more up and down. You can see that right over there. It used to be part of the old highway, and it dipped up and down a lot more. And it was a lot narrower too. Looks like it was wide enough for 2 lanes, but it narrowed 2 lanes. There's an old bridge over here, or used to be an old bridge across the river over here. Watch out for the bike. Oh, the train's moving. If there's no oncoming traffic, I try to give the bikes lots of room. Yeah, train's still there on the bridge on the left-hand side. Big train for over here. And that's the end of it. Blinding sun. I think I'll catch up with you guys once the sun has gone a little higher and we're not driving into the sun. Always makes for best video when the sun's behind us. Oh, that's cool. In the river there's a canoe pulled up into one of those little islands in the middle of the river. All right. We are in Elko. Just did a load secure here. CVSE parked over there. When I pulled in here, he turned his lights on because another trucker was passing me at quite a speed. I think I recognize him. Talked to him before. All right. Beautiful. I don't believe these are Kootenai Mountains anymore. I'm not sure exactly what these mountains are called.
Highway 3.
But we are Highway 3, just entering Elko here. Are they the Selkirks? No. No, that's not right. Don't think so. Steep hill into Elko here. Small little community. It always looks like it's one of those towns that was a thriving community back in the log cabin days. Beautiful place though. Turning out to be a beautiful day over here too. It's 23 degrees. I got the passenger window all the way open. Can't very well open my driver's window with a suction cup on it. Yeah, there have been once again a lot of CVSE trucks out today. Apparently they've set up at Midway. Basically, the whole highway is being patrolled by CVSE trucks and by RCMP trucks. I really think their new policy is to be out patrolling instead of working in the scales. The scales seem to have one person in them if they're open, and then you got all the rest of the officers out on the highways. There's some beautiful mountains. Be pretty hard in the brakes last night going over the Bombi. Excuse me. There's a bunch of elk on the road. lots of big rigs on the road here. Highway 3 is a main corridor for big rigs. Well, looks like they're working on some rocks over here. Oh, they're loading big rocks. I guess they're using this corner as a bit of a rock quarry. As they need big rocks, they pull it from this corner. Eventually, you don't want to get rid of the whole thing to make this corner less sharp. If you need some big rocks, why not take it from a corner where you eventually want to get rid of the corner? A police vehicle. It's not RCMP, so I'm not sure where that police vehicle, whether there'd be a private or a town or community that has their own police force. Beautiful drive this way. Always like this drive from basically Creston all the way till when do the mountains start getting flatter? I guess Crow's Nest. At least to Sparwood. But even between Sparwood and Crow's Nest, there's some beautiful roads to drive on. I was looking when I was doing the brake check there at timing and how much time we'll have to make it there. I should have no problem making it there today. When I thought I couldn't make it, I was 45 minutes short according to the GPS, is because I didn't take into account the time zone change. Next time I take a break, I'll have to kind of see where I want to spend the night. I don't know if I want to spend it on location or not. I have to see, Google it and see if the place is fenced off or if it's a wide open yard, or if there's roadways nearby that I can park on. What are you doing way over the yellow line? You're thinking of passing me there. Well, that was a bad idea. sure if you guys can see my mirror if I do that. So after I shot that last part clip, the suction cup fell right off the window. It's like, well, that's not giving me too much optimism here that I feel comfortable mounting the lens outside like that. Like I didn't clean the window before mounting it, so this time I cleaned the window, wiped it down nice and cleaned the suction cup nice and clean and dry, and sucked it on this time. We'll see how long it stays on this time, or if it falls at all. Cars seem to be behaving now, but I'm doing the speed limit now too, so. Pretty big mountains ahead of us. Lots and lots of snow up there. Fortunately, they're in the trees, but still huge mountains. Looks like the construction zone is back up again. We've been driving over a temporary bridge here all winter. Now they've got signs way out here again, so I'm wondering if they're working on the bridge again. Slow down to 40 for passing any vehicle with lights on, since the speed limit is technically 50 here. Looks pretty bored, but this is way before the bridge, so I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like there is heavy-duty equipment down in the river. Oh, and they're dumping big rocks here. I bet you the river is washing away the road. Okay, past all those vehicles, we'll get back up a little bit in speed. Yeah, I see the resume speed sign back there, or ahead. Car gonna go for it. They're thinking about it. We'll enjoy the mountains for now. Bridge construction to resume late April, so right about now. Beautiful river. Definitely getting more water in it. Welcome to Fernie. Got 6 cars behind me. don't mind cars behind me like that, a tail behind me if I'm doing the speed limit. If I was going below the speed limit, well then I would pull over and let them by. But if I'm doing speed limit, they will have to figure that out themselves. I love it when they get so close that you can't even see them in the mirror anymore. That's always nice. So then you have to go off of memory and go, what car was behind me? You have to just assume that the car's still there and not that you missed them turning off, because most of the time the car is still there, especially because I watch my mirrors so often. It's hard to be sneaky behind me. I just realized you probably can't see the mirror with the camera that angled because the camera is too far away. The angle isn't right. A little hot. I wasn't expecting the light to turn red that quick. I saw the vehicle parked on the side. I'm like, I got some time. Nope. A lot of red plates. Why are all the Albertans like they're all red plates? They're all from Alberta. What are you guys all doing here? Go home. Just to clarify, I have nothing against Albertans. But now with essential travel only, we shouldn't be going for long vacation drives. Built a new road here. Couple of balloons on that car. The water's looking murky, but it still has a green tinge to it, so looks like a green mud. Just kind of cool looking. Little Ferry Creek Bridge. Always feels like after Fernie you get to higher speed limits and you can make some better time. Valleys get wider and wider and wider and less climbs. I mean, there's still places where it gets weavy and climbing up and down, but it just slowly starts getting more and more open. is definitely flowing with a little more force, so Beaver Dam has dammed that little section off for themselves. Be a reason why we have to slow down to 80 kilometers on this section of highway, but it never makes sense to me. It's 80 for a little bit and then it goes back to 100. Maybe it's because of this little community here, but there's really no access to the highway in this community other than this turning on and turning off. Some of those mountains way back there look like they have roads going to the top. I would like to go on that road. There you see these zigzag white lines. Still have snow sitting on some of those roads, giving away their secret where they are. That's quite a bit over the speed limit because I'm doing the speed limit. Imagine the viewpoint you could get on top, from on top of those mountains. ditch is kind of flooded. Oh, it's got beaver dams in it. Got quite a few beaver dams in it. That'd be why. Oh, there's another beaver dam. Yeah, beavers have been busy clogging up the ditch. Quite a relaxing drive. Until you have to go over the railroad. Sharp enough corners that you have to slow down a bit, but not too much. Visit Elkford. Is that like north of Sparwood? CB radio is picking up some static. I think we're getting pretty close to Sparwood. Sparwood's just up ahead according to the GPS. Entering Sparwood fire protection area. There's places in BC where you see a sign leaving, because we saw a sign leaving Homer fire protection area, and then we see another sign that says entering Sparwood fire protection area. There's places where we see signs leaving so-and-so fire protection area, and then there's no fire protection. No emergency response to anything. If your vehicle catches on fire, nobody comes to put it out. They let it burn. Unless it's at risk of starting a forest fire, they're just going to let it burn. Some places here are still a little on the Wild West, where it's too far away from civilization for any kind of emergency coverage. Train sitting there. It looks like it's an empty coal train. See a huge green dump truck parked the left-hand side right after we come up over this hill. They claim it's the world's largest truck, but I have my doubts. Maybe when they retired that truck, it was the largest truck in the world, but not likely now. I mean, it's big. It's really, really, really big, that lime green truck right there. It's most certainly massive, but I think I've seen bigger trucks online. And some massive mines. Some kind of new building going up there on the right. Oh, look at that top of the mountain. Look how big that mining machine looks up at the top of the mountain, like big scoop. And if that looks big from here, oh, I can't even imagine how big it is in real when you get up there. That's got to be gigantic. That is crazy. I've never seen that before. thing's got to have a scoop so big, I only need one scoop to fill up one of those giant trucks, and probably bigger than the trucks that parked there, rather than that green truck. Wow. All the way off the road, yes, looks like it. Pedestrian walking the wrong way, might be hitchhiking. Walking the wrong way down the road. Well, guys, I think this has been probably another long video, a long single take video. I don't know, sometimes I do those without really thinking about it. It's like, oh, I've been, recording video for almost an hour. Yep. Sometimes happens when there's beautiful scenery and I'm enjoying the drive. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching, coming along for the ride. I hope I kind of give you guys a raw image of what trucking is like. At least trucking in British Columbia. And thanks for all the comments, all the subscriptions and thumbs ups. I read all the comments. Really appreciate the support you guys give me, so thank you. Oh yeah, side note, I think it's safe to say I made it through the winter. So this winter, I needed a tow this winter, but that was up a mountain when I spun out on the highway on Kootenai Pass. But I have not been any ditches this winter. I'm hoping that's more than just luck and more getting a little more skilled in making the right decisions on slipperier roads. Because last winter I was in the ditch over here, just a little ahead. Parked the truck and went in the ditch. No damage was done. And the winter before that, I rolled the truck. So this winter, no ditches. I've stayed on the tarmac. So I'm happy with that. I like keeping it on the tarmac. Tarmac, pavement, highway, whatever. The black stuff. Oh yeah, I was saying bye to you guys. I should do that, right? I'm so bad at hanging up. But there's always the next thing to say, the next thing to look at. Saw the end of the train there. Just no matter where we go, there's always more beauty. CPR, Canadian Pacific Railroad. See, there's more beauty coming up ahead. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be north of Calgary. Well, we'll see where I am when I start recording. But likely, we'll be in the prairies somewhere. Adios, guys. You guys absolutely rock.